Here we learn about the waveguide T junctions. As you know the meaning of junction, which is the point where the multiple components or devices are getting connected, and waveguide T is nothing but a device when three waveguides are interconnected in the form of the alphabet T, and thus the waveguide T is 3-port junction. If you see at the top you will get 2 port and another you will get at the bottom. So when the three waveguides are interconnected in alphabet T fashion, you will get the 3-port junction, which is also known as the waveguide T junction. And these waveguide T junctions are used to either combine the powers or to split the power in a waveguide system. And there are basically two types of waveguide Ts, namely H plane T junction and E plane T junction. And the combination of both H plane and E plane T junction is called the hybrid T, or it is also known as magic T. E plane T is also known as series T, where the waveguide in which the axis of its side R is parallel to the E field of the main guide. Why it is known as series T? Because the axis of its side R is parallel to the E field of the main guide. That's why it is called as the series T. And if the E plane is perfectly matched, then the diagonal components of the scattering matrix are 0, because since it is perfectly matched, there will be no reflection, and there is no reflection using one of the properties of S matrix. The diagonal components are 0. And when the waves are fed into the side R, the waves appearing at the port 1 and port 2 of the collinear R, that is parallel R, will be in opposite phase and in same magnitude. So here you can see it is a combination of E plane as well as H plane, E arm and H arm. So we have got 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is basically combination of E plane and H plane. The sum of the characteristics of magic T's are listed out here. If the two waves of equal magnitude and same phase are fed into port 1 and port 2, the two waves having equal amplitude and same are fed into port 1 and port 2, the output will be 0 at port 3. And it is additive at port 1. So if the two waves are P1 and P2, at the port 3 you will get 0, and at the port 4 you will get P1 plus P2. And if wave is fed into port 4, it will be divided equally between port 1 and port 2 of the collinear arms. So these are collinear arms, they are parallel arms, and will not be appear at the port 3. So here you will get 0 output. And if the wave is fed into port 3, it will produce an output of equal magnitude and opposite port at port 1 and port 3. The output at port 4 is 0. So when the input wave is fed at port 3, from port 1 and port 2, you will get the two waves having equal magnitude but in opposite phase, but the output at port 4 will be 0. So that is the third characteristic. If wave is fed into one of the collinear arms at port 1 or port 2, it will not appear in the other collinear arm at port 2. So this is the last characteristics of the magic T. And with this, the second module of the microwave antenna is completed.